Hello there. Today I'm going to tell you how I got the nickname Peeps, which is short for PeePee. And yes, it's because it involves peeing my pants. I didn't pee my pants, but it looked like I did. I was in a roll-a-gon. By the way, subscribe.
Why would I do that?
I don't want to give away all the goods until I tell you to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you can hear more stories. But yeah, they call me Peeps Tree Planting, or PeePee. Basically, I was in a roll-a-gon back of. I've talked about this before, and it was pouring rain. I had a big rain suit on, and the rain suit had a hole. By the time we got out of the roll-a-gon, and I took off my rain gear, I had a big wet patch on my pants. Like it looked like I peed my pants. And so somebody asked, "Did you pee your pants?" And I was like, "No, this is my rain gear or whatever." And then everyone was laughing. "Ha, you peed your pants, PeePee. That's what we should call you, is PeePee." And it stuck. Of course that stuck.
But it could be worse.
No, it couldn't be.
And then, of course, one of the guys, Hanger, he likes to. He's like he must be part Australian because he loves to shorten everything. He loves to give nicknames. You ever noticed the Australians? We watched a show. My wife and I watched a show called The Block, and they give nicknames in Australia for everything. At least on this show.
You've got some chippy experience, haven't you?
I've done a chippy trade.
You know how I knew that, Rod? Because I saw you pick up a sheet of ply.
Oh.
And I said, that bloke's hung around with sheets of ply before.
Anyway, sorry, I got off track. Hanger was like, so everyone was calling me PeePee, and he just shortened it to Peeps, which actually sounds cooler. It's like Peeps.
Okay, I can work with that.
But the name kind of stuck for years. All the tree planter people call me PeePee, call me Peeps. But I will say this: I earned that nickname years before. It just hadn't stuck till then. And I'm gonna give you every one of those stories. Let's go back. Let's go back to the most recent before that. I'm gonna talk about how I peed my pants 3 times in school.
Oh, classy.
Starting with high school. Now, I will say this one was after school hours. We were there was a youth event at this school, and we got there late, and we were going in, and we were like, let's go take a leak before we go in. There was a bathroom inside. I don't know why we decided to go on the other side of the school. I guess that was rebellious for youth group kids. Let's pee on the side of the school. Although now I wouldn't. There's cameras everywhere. That would be hauled into the office. But anyway, so we were all just taking a leak on the side of the school, and I had a long shirt. I remember the shirt because I wore a lot of grays and blacks in those days. Everything was really bland, and I'm wearing gray as I speak.
I'm worried about you.
But this was a white T-shirt that had 2 red stripes on either side. That's the shirt I was wearing. I remember this because it was long enough. It was a really long shirt too. And I had it up, and I was peeing, and I let it slip, and it fell down while I was still peeing, and I peed on my shirt. So I guess I didn't pee my pants. I peed my shirt. And I was like, "You guys, I just peed myself." And they're like, "We don't care. Just stay away from us." So I basically, when I went in, I just beelined it for the bathroom. "Hey, everybody, hey!" Before anyone could really see me. And I went into the bathroom and just splashed it all over my shirt. "Wow, look at what's wrong with this sink? This thing's crazy," as I'm splashing it up. "What? Oh, this is so embarrassing that this splashed up and got my shirt all wet."
I don't even know where to begin.
That's how I would avoid being made fun of, is by making a big deal of it myself. And everyone was like, "This guy's so weird," and I think he just peed his shirt and he's just covering up for it.
Ever hear of a guy named Leland?
Now we're in elementary school. Listen, this isn't like I'm just like sitting in class. I don't know what that was, but here's how this one happened. I don't know what grade I'm in. It's a couple years. Not many, but a couple in. And I'm on the school bus. And there's like a storm or something. I'm kind of vague on what happened. I can't really remember. Normally my brain fills in with the amazing tales. My brain this time was like, this isn't even worth it. You peed yourself.
You're suffering from post-traumatic shock.
But anyway, I think the bus broke down or something like that, and we couldn't get back to school. Like it picks us up along the way, and then you transfer, and then I don't know. It's complicated. So we missed the transfer. This guy was driving by in a car. I don't know why school is so different now. We got out and they're like, jump in the car with this stranger. Oh yeah, well he's got candy. Why wouldn't we? Like it, you know what I mean? It's just like that would never fly now.
Times are changing, Pops.
But anyways, we jump in this car with I can't remember who, a stranger, and he was going to take us to the transfer point. And so we could catch the bus back and get back to school because our bus broke down. And we missed it. Like it was too late. So then he was like, I'll drive all the way into the junior high in the city. There was a city school that we would all get bused to. And then from there, they get somebody to drive us back out to the country to our elementary school. I don't know why we're doing so much, but I had to go already. So I get to the junior high, and he's like, hey, just jump into this other car. They're going back out. So one stranger sending us to another stranger. Does this not seem like...
They're going to take you.
So then we jump into the car with this other person, and they would drive us all the way back out now to our country school. So it's probably a 15-minute drive, and I already have to go. And then, driving so slow. It's just driving so slow. What's a little bit of snow on the roads? Let's go. Don't worry about our bus in the ditch. Let's pick this up. But yeah, so I had to go pretty bad, and but I was holding it and I was getting, you know, when you're holding. I mean, I shouldn't be talking about this, but when you're like right on the verge and that's where I was at, and I'm proud of myself. I got all the way to school, and I jumped out. Yeah, thanks for the ride, stranger, and the candy. And I run into school and I beeline it for the bathroom. Okay. And I get there and I made it. I actually made it to the urinal and I was like, oh, I'm so, but there was like a split second, and that split second caused me to pee over my pants. And that's not in, the third grade. That's not, or whatever it was. It's not acceptable. So, I finished peeing and went to the sink and I splashed it all over. Oh, what? Oh, this is crazy. This sink's everywhere. That's embarrassing because now it looks like I peed myself. One of my friends who were there, I was making a joke about it. And I was like, oh, look at this. It looks like I peed myself. He's like, did you pee yourself? Like he just knew right away.
He knows.
And then we go back even further. Kindergarten. I'm in school. This is when we still lived in the city. Anyway, I'm sitting in class, I gotta pee, and I got my hand up. Like, I'm just like, gotta go, right? Like, I can feel it, and I really gotta go, so I'm like, I gotta go. And I'm making eye contact with this teacher, and she's doing that whole thing where she's wanting to get her little spiel out, and she's annoyed. I know now what I see.
Oh, it's a power trip.
And so she's still explaining. She's gonna be like, maybe even taking her time doing it because she's so annoyed that I'm just like, Miss McKean. And she's just like, finishes her story, a little condescending teaching story thing. I thought people were supposed to have good memories of kindergarten. I didn't have any good memories of kindergarten.
That's just so sad.
Finally, I couldn't hold it any longer. I was like, I gotta go. And she finishes her story, and then she's like, yes, Leland. And as she's saying my name, I'm just like, ooh, and it's just gone.
You have no idea what's funny. Don't do sound effects.
And so basically I'm standing there, and she's like, yes, Leland. And now everyone's like, what is Leland going to say? And I'm just like, all I can say is, I'm peeing my pants. So she was so mad. Oh, she was mad. Doing the stuff that adults do when they're mad. Just take this off and put these on. Right? Sent me home in somebody's sweats or something. That's what she did. She had cleaned me up a little bit or made me go clean myself up a little bit. And then she just sent me home. Just walk home. In those days, there's no. It's just a different world. Walking on these streets. I mean, it wasn't that far, I guess, but they never do that now. So yeah, I walked home the walk of shame down the hill from school in somebody else's sweats in a bag full of my pee pants.
That's gonna leave a scar.
That's when PeePee was really born. Thanks for tuning in for another story. Sorry, I'll try not to do bodily functions next time.
Promises,
I guarantee to you. I can't guarantee. I can't guarantee that. Tune in next time. Subscribe if you don't subscribe, and then hit the notification bell, and it'll tell you when I got something hot off the press. That just doesn't. It doesn't seem right after talking about peeing my pants.